Is the border secure, Mr. Secretary, today?
With the authorities and the funding that we have, it is as secure as it can be.
There you have it. Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas testifying on Capitol Hill before a House committee, saying the border is as secure as it can be. Mayorkas adding that he did not recall admitting earlier that more than 85% of migrants apprehended at the southern frontier are released into the U.S.
So Josh Brecheen is a Republican Oklahoma congressman and a member of the Homeland Security Committee. He was at that hearing. Thank you so much for being here, Congressman. Your reaction to this testimony?
Well, it was more covering. I actually said in my question and in response time with Mayorkas that it reminded me of the Wizard of Oz, where he's blaming what's happening at the southern border on a world migration in the southern hemisphere. And I said, well, what tsunami or hurricane occurred in South America that failed to reach the notice of the American people? The Wizard of Oz, Toto pulling back the curtain, and the one behind the microphone says, disregard the man pulling levers and spinning the wheels. The Wizard of Oz in this scenario is Mayorkas, and he's covering up what this administration has done. This is not a world migrant crisis. This is a land rush for illegals. It's a land rush of illegals because of the advertising that this administration has done to say our borders are open and come get it while you can. Go north, young man, go north to the single age, military age men, 75% of which of the almost 12 million that have come to this country in 3 years.
Yeah, you mentioned millions of people who've come here illegally, and of course, as we show video, it's single adult men. You do see some women, you do see some children here, and once they arrive, scattered throughout the country, depending on which sanctuary city is willing to take them in. New York, Chicago, Denver, all overwhelmed right now with this migrant crisis. Yeah. And Republicans want some accountability. That's why we've seen the impeachment against Alejandro Mayorkas. His Senate trial is set to begin perhaps sometime today. I know Mike Johnson, the Speaker, says he's signed the articles of impeachment. He wants accountability here, says the border catastrophe is the #1 issue for Americans, urging Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer to hold a public trial. But, Congressman, that might not happen. Listen to this.
The impeachment should never be used to settle a policy disagreement. That would set a horrible precedent for the Congress. Nevertheless, the Senate's plan has not changed since last week. We are ready to go whenever the House sends us the articles. We want to address this issue as expeditiously as possible.
Congressman Brecheen, do you think there should be a full-on Senate trial for Mayorkas' impeachment?
Yeah, of course there should be, but I think we all know what to expect. That unlike the days of our founding era, where in Federalist 63 it says that impeachment is to be used by the legislative body, to be a bridle in the hands of the legislative body, to be used upon the executive servants of the government. We know what's going to happen here. Forget that he's discarded the rule of law, where federal statute under naturalization of Article 1, Section 8, that gives Congress the authority over uniform naturalization, and then meeting that constitutional mandate, Congress constitutionally said in the Immigration and Nationality Act, if you come into this country illegally, you are to be detained until there's a proceeding. That's in law, voted on in the 50s. I'm sure there were plenty of Democrats that were a part of an agreement of the Immigration and Nationality Act. We the people spoke. It was signed into law by the president at the time. And yet you've got a rogue bureaucrat who sets himself up higher than the Constitution, higher than federal statute. The Supremacy Clause of Article 6 says that you can't do that. And the Constitution gives us a remedy that the vice president, president, or any civil servant can be impeached. This is the exact scenario where Federalist 63, a bridle in the hands of the legislative body to be used upon the executive servants of the government. Yeah. What's a bridle for? Our founding era knew it. They were all horseback. It's to pull a horse into the ground while you say, whoa. Right.